Aí, galera, Max Cavalera, SOULFLY, Cavalera Conspiracy, aqui num hotel em Nova York, mandando um alô pro Horns Up Rock e pra todo mundo vendo esse vídeo aí em casa.
This is a true dream come true. Thank you so much, first of all, for everything you've done so far with your career, being from Colombia, being South American. This is an absolute pleasure, so thank you.
Colombia, all right. Boa.
And
Pablo Escobar, Plata o Plomo.
And that's why I had to bring the Brazil jacket and wear it in your honor, you know, because I'm like, if I meet Max, it's got to be done. But hey, since we're talking about South American culture, let's get into like the roots of Max and how you and Igor got into the whole musical spectrum and up until now.
Well, we were living in São Paulo, and we had a cousin that took us to see Queen. The Queen was touring for the album The Game, and they played this big soccer stadium. And before that, I only liked football, you know, soccer, you know. I did not care for music, you know, much. And I went to see Queen. Everything that night changed, man. I was blown away. It was the power of the music. Got goosebumps, you know. And next morning, me and Igor went to the record store. I picked up Queen Live Killers on cassette, and Igor got Kiss Alive 2. We became metalheads the next day. And then it just got heavier and heavier. After Kiss, we discovered Motorhead, and then Black Sabbath, AC/DC, Judas Priest, and then Venom, Slayer, you know, Hellhammer, Possessed, and that's when we started Sepultura. That's when we created Sepultura in 1982, around 82.
And you started obviously on guitar and vocals and him on drums, or was there a switcheroo?
I was actually lead guitar. I didn't know how to do leads, but I was officially lead guitar. On the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now there's a display of the first lyric book of Sepultura that I handmade myself with a skull, and had the four members. It's me, Massi, don't even say Max, Massi, because my name is Massimiliano, so the short for Massimiliano is Massi. So Massi, lead guitar, Igor, bateria, drums, Wagner was the singer, some asshole guy from Brazil, and Rob was the bass player. He lives up in Canada. So that was before Paulo, before Andreas, before anybody. It was the first incarnation of Sepultura. And this lyric book, my mom found it, she sent it to me, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame contacted Gloria and won something of mine real rare. She sent this book, and now it's in Cleveland, it's in display, together with Dimebag guitar and Rob Halford's jacket and stuff, so it's really cool.
Since you brought up our brother Dimebag up in the sky, I know that was a big reason why you and your brother reconnected, so why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, really sad for Dimebag, that tragedy, you know. And I was actually making Dark Ages at that time. I was in the studio. One of the reasons why the album was called Dark Ages was because of this kind of vibe that I felt with Dimebag's death, and my grandson died in Serbia too at the same time. And so it was really a weird black phase, and I decided to call the record Dark Ages. And I was really glad when Igor called me. He called me from Europe. I was on tour with SOULFLY, and then he called me after 10 years, say, let's stop this non-talking bullshit. Let's be brother again, you know, and just get together. And I say, come to Phoenix, come to see me in my house, you know. And he came, and we had a SOULFLY show. He came and he jammed Roots and Refuse. Crowd went crazy. Right there in the dressing room, I told him, we got to do something together, man. We got to play again, you know. But let's do something new, you know. Let's not play old, you know. We can also play old stuff, but let's make some new music. And that's how Cavalera Conspiracy was created after I met with Igor again.
And of course, that was the Dilo Memorial Fest, is when you guys united on stage.
Exactly, yeah. It was a great show, and the crowd went crazy when I jammed with Igor. And then Cavalera was born from that, and put some riffs together, got the idea, and then we did the first record, Inflicted, which was really a cool record. It had Mark Rizzo playing guitar, and had Joe from Gojira playing bass. He's actually the guitar player of Gojira, but on that album he plays bass. And it was a very fun record to make, a very cool record. I really like Sanctuary, um, The Doom of All Hates, and yeah, it was a fun record, definitely. And again, now we got the second record out. Uh, there's a song with Roger from Agnostic Front called Lynch Mob, and it was a really cool record to make too. And now next year I'm gonna make a third one. So continue. In fact, there's a Cavalera tour in August or November in South America, big South American tour, and we're gonna go to Brazil, like 10 shows in Brazil and Argentina, Chile, Venezuela. Hopefully, I don't know, Colombia, maybe. You know, I hope so.
Right. And hey, by the way, how are you doing? Because I know when you arrived to South America recently, you had a little medical mishap. How are you feeling right now?
Good, man. I'm back to normal finally. Half of my face got paralyzed. I had Bell's palsy, it's called. It's a freaky disease. You catch in the air like a virus. I got it in Australia when I was there with Cavalera. You know, mostly just got it on the airplane or something. But I wake up with half of the face paralyzed. I couldn't blink this right eye. The right eye didn't blink for like 3 weeks. Stay open. Even when I sleep, the eyes were open. It was freaky, man. But I decided not to cancel the show. We had the South American tour for Soulfly. I decided to go on with the shows, even with the face all messed up. And actually, that actually helped recover, I think. Because I was always using the face to sing, you know, and moving and exercising. I think that helped speed the healing process.
Right, because that would have been pretty much a downturn when you have a new album coming out, Enslaved, which is, by the way, extremely, extremely brutal. It's a great album, and I'm sure, like, you don't have to face that situation. I cannot, you know what I mean? Like, you want to play those new songs for your public.
Yeah. I was so excited it was Brazil, you know, and it was new album, and I was like, I'm not canceling this. I told Gloria, my wife, like, just let's go. I'll go with this thing. I'll face just don't do any interviews. So I didn't do any interviews, so I just did the shows.
So, Max, how has been the response of the public to the new songs from Enslaved and the new lineup that you have with you now?
It's been great, man. Enslaved is out now for 2 months, I think, and people are really getting into it. We start playing more stuff now. We are now playing World Scum. We open with World Scum as the first song. After Resistance, which is the intro. And we're playing American Steel, Plata o Plomo, with Tony singing, half Spanish, half Portuguese. We're doing Gladiator, Intervention. And we are working on Treachery now, to add Treachery and Redemption of Man by God. So, yeah, and the reception has been great. They really like World Scum and Gladiator, I think, and Plato Plomo. Everybody, even they don't understand what we're saying, but they go crazy. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool reaction for that song.
And that's a great music video for World Scum.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, it was a original idea, not having us in the video, no band playing, no music, nobody singing, just like a mini movie with all this crazy stuff going on with the lizards and JFK brain and Auschwitz and all this crazy stuff. You know, Jesus and the Antichrist in the end fighting. So it was a good video to make.
Hey, most importantly, you're on tour for the first time ever with both your sons' bands, Inside and Lodicon. How does it feel to have your sons on stage? You know, because I know, as I'm a father myself, and to see your kids kind of shining, it's the best feeling.
I gotta hide the beer from them because they're too young to drink. They're all under 20, you know. But it's great. They're awesome, and they're doing great. Lodicon is my little kids' band. They go on first. And they are doing a great job. They're very original, actually. I really like. They're kind of like a heavy Nirvana, where they have their own sound, which I'm very proud of it. And Richie's got Insight, which is a pretty much more familiar band now. People already know. They already toured with me before. And then in the end of the Soulfly set, they all come and do Revengeance with us, which is great. The crowd really liked that. And I have all of them on the stage with us, and like a big family party atmosphere. It's really cool, you know. I really like Maximum Cavalera tour. We came out of the Five Finger Death Punch tour, which was a great tour, big places. Went into the Maximum Cavalera, and it's doing good now. We got 2 more weeks of this, and then we're off to Europe.
Right. Hey, Max, obviously the big question that all the public always has is whether there will be a Sepultura reunion and whether you would be into doing it.
everybody knows I'm into do it. I never lied to anybody. I never say I was not going to do. I think for the fans, it will be more than fair for them to see the original band play again. There's a whole generation that did not see us that would like to see it. And there's some older people that would like to see it again. It was a very important band in the heavy metal community. Sepultura is first Brazilian band, first third world band to make this big, So there's a huge, interest in the band, but it's not just up to me. It depends on a lot more other issues, But if it was up to me right now, I'll fucking do it right now.
Jump on board.
I'll do it right now. Yep.
Hey Max, probably you heard about the whole Roadrunner Records kind of closing down and a whole lot of shifting going on. Do you have anything you want to comment about that?
Yeah, it's strange. It's really weird. I just found out yesterday, and some people that have been with me there since '88, like Monty Connor, is out of the label, and freakish, man. It's just crazy, But I heard they're gonna continue under, Atlantic, gonna be the main label, but they're gonna let Roadrunner still do their stuff, like the website and stuff. They're gonna still making records, so we're gonna continue doing stuff, under Roadrunner name, because I think Roadrunner is a great brand name for metal. It's a world famous metal label that everybody knows, like Metal Blade and Nuclear Blast, and it's been there forever. I was a big fan of Roadrunner even before I was on Roadrunner. With the Merciful Fate stuff and Possessed and Slayer, and Europe they had Slayer, Hellwaits and Show No Mercy. So it's a great name, it's a great label. So let's hope that they'll continue strong and continue supporting the bands they have. Valeu pela força, continua detonando aí no metal, continua suportando o metal aí no mundial. Valeu, porra.
Step up from